Hey, all right, what's happening? We are live in Myrtle Beach on this Sunday afternoon. I think it's about 5:45. And man, talk about a day, man. The day started out pretty good. Everything was going smooth. And then I get almost to the branch here, and I hear something go boom. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me, right? You gotta be kidding me. And sure enough, tire blew. And I'll try to show you what I'm talking about right here. Kind of hard to see, but you can see where it, she just blew apart right there. It's almost off the rim. And yeah, that's... Luckily, I was close here to the branch. Luckily, thank goodness. So we went ahead and made it here, and then I'll call that in tomorrow. On the way over here, I'll call it in. Yeah, my wife said, didn't you say that right before you left? Yeah, look what you did now, Joe. Adam says, nah, I'm telling you, man, my luck, it's just been... Last Sunday, if y'all remember, last Sunday I had a problem with a tire before I even left the yard. And yeah, I told my wife that. I said, hopefully if I don't have no tire trouble, everything will go smooth. But we made it. It was just right down the road. Hey, Rick Smith. Rick says, damn, Joe, I know, man. Talk about some luck. And, excuse me. And so we're here. I'm doing my, at least you made it, Adam says. Yeah, I'm on my 30-minute break here. And you can't move the truck. Yeah, my wife said, at least I made it as well. Yeah, I was determined to make it here. I said, man, I don't want to have to sit on the side of the road for a couple hours. I mean, I was right here, and so actually it happened about maybe 30 minutes from here, if that far. So it was close. I said, man, I'm gonna try to limp it in there, let me make it. People are coming behind me, flashing their lights and honking their horn. One guy, he no, honey, I'll call them. There's no sense in calling them right now because the trailer's here. So I'll call them on the way down here tomorrow. And that's why I put the trailer on this side of the dock, so they could get to that tire. If I would have put it on the other side, they wouldn't have been able to get to it. So I went ahead and put it on this side so they can access the tire, you know what I'm saying? So there's no sense in calling them right now because it'd be an after service, what do you call it? After hours of work service call, and this way they can get to it. They can park right here and get to it. And one time I didn't have a choice. I brought a trailer with a flat tire, and I had to go on this dock right here. And but it was on the other side, so they couldn't get in there to get to the tire. Can you feel that when you're driving? Rick Smith says. You don't necessarily feel it, but you hear it, and it just shows you how loud it is. Because when I was driving coming down Highway 22, helicopter, I heard it, the boom, and I just looked in the mirror and I saw rubber flying everywhere. See, the last time I brought a trailer with a flat tire, it was on this side. You see what I'm saying? And so they can't get a truck in here to get to the tire right there. Boy, that thing's loud. So that's why I'm glad I got here for the other guy. He hasn't shown up yet, so I went ahead and put it on that dock over there. That way they can access the tire and all that good stuff. So yeah, you don't necessarily feel it because it's in the back of the trailer, back there on the back tandems. But you definitely do hear it, that's for sure. You definitely hear it when something like that is going on, that's for sure. It's loud. And wow, man, you can get a better view from right in here. I mean, the only thing that's left on that is the sidewalls. That's the only thing left on there. That sucker is obliterated, man. Man. Does a new computer know when it's flat? Hey, James. No. No, the computer didn't do anything. No, no. No, the computer didn't say nothing. I was wondering about that myself, because this is the first time that's happened with these new people in their computers. But no, that didn't happen. So, like I said, we was right here. We made it. So, I'll call roadside service when I'm on the way down here tomorrow. What's going on? Does the other guy hear you? Oh, that's a truck over there somewhere. So, so the good thing is I'm not held up somewhere on the side of the road for 2 hours. That can really make you have a long day, and it can be aggravating, that's for sure. So let me see if I can set y'all up here. This is always a trick right here. Oh, there we go. All right, man. There we go. So, sporting the Joe Wentz Project tie-dye shirt today. Blue. Light blue and dark blue. Go on to joewentzproject.com to find out more information. If you want to. So, yeah. Looks like we got about another, what, 15 minutes on this break, and then we can leave, try to head back down the other way. So yeah, whew, man, talk about crazy luck, man. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. And the good thing is, thank the Lord, like I said, there was nobody behind me when it happened. I mean, I heard it explode, you know, and I started checking my mirrors, and I looked on the left, I didn't see nothing. I looked on the right, and I just saw that stuff flying. James says, just found your channel the other day. Enjoy it. Thank you, James. Thanks for jumping in, man. I haven't seen you before, so welcome, man. Thank you very much. Thanks for checking it out, man. We appreciate it very much. Thank you. And yes, I looked in the right mirror, and I saw rubber flying. I said, oh, man. But like I said, thankfully there was nobody behind me. There wasn't nobody around. You know, and I guess that's the best situation you want to be in, you know, if something like that were to happen. So, yeah, there wasn't nobody around. And so I slowed down to about 55, 60 mile an hour, trying to go slow. And, you know, try not to draw too much attention to myself. But, you know, of course, I put the full ways on. And, what can you do? You know, I was like, man, I don't want to have to pull over. I don't have to go through all that. So we got lucky, man. Got lucky. There was one time I was going to Charleston, South Carolina. And, man, I was probably an hour away and a tire blew. Oh, man. And I was out in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have no signal on my phone. That's the bad thing, you know, when something like this happens and you don't have a signal or something like that. Man. And it was, it can make for a crazy situation, you know. You just gotta try to be safe and do the best you can. So luckily, you know, it wasn't dark, raining, no bad inclement weather or nothing like that. It was pretty. There's a lot of traffic today, man. A lot. And it's warm down here. Man, it's warm. It's freaking warm down here today. I'm gonna have to start this truck up, y'all. I'm burning up. So I hope the noise isn't too bad. I really don't. My goodness, crank up that AC, man. Crank up the AC. Oh, golly. Yeah, so I don't know when the other guy will be here. They bring two loads a day down here. The other guy, he's the senior driver. He's the top driver. I'm the number 2 driver. and then the seniority goes on from there. Sometimes he'll come in a little later on Sunday, so I was glad, especially after what happened today. It's going to be in the upper 70s and 80s, so get used to it, my wife says. Yeah, it's, I was glad I came in, I'm glad he decided to wait a little bit later to come in today because of what happened, because I needed that dock right there so they can work on that tire tomorrow. So and I brought a lot down here too. It was almost a full trailer. 22, 23 pallets of milk. The last month has been terrible for you, Joe, Rick Smith says. It's been, you can say that again, brother. I tell you what, man, golly, with all that stuff with Savannah and all that bull crap. And, I haven't heard nothing else about that. I had that, the last meeting I had with my shop steward and my boss man was what, I guess close to a month ago. And yeah, Charlie Brown, my wife says, Charlie Brown syndrome, CBS. I got a rock. And yeah, that's about how my luck goes. But I haven't heard nothing about that. I don't know. I guess no news is good news. I haven't heard nothing about it, So I'm not gonna go in there and say something, hey, what's the deal with that BS y'all tried to throw on me? Just maybe they swept it under the rug. I have no idea. But who knows, I don't want to talk too much about it on here because it's, it has to do with my job, and the videos I've done in the past about it, I kind of locked all those out because it's, and my wife says it was BS to begin with, and they know it. Yeah, that's what was rough, man. I guess, I was at the right place at the wrong time. So all I can say about it right now, something happened down there that I didn't do. I had nothing to do with, but I was there not long before something did happen, if that makes any sense. And they were trying to pin it on me. Something got damaged down there, and I didn't do it. And they're saying that I did, and all this, But the sad fact is, truck drivers deal with that stuff a lot, especially OTR drivers. They deal with that a lot, So the bottom line is, you just have to really watch yourself, So that's another reason why I came back over to Myrtle Beach, because as you see, there's nobody here. You do your thing. Nobody bothers you. There's nobody around here to say you did something when you didn't, But all those other videos I did about that, I locked all those out because I didn't think it, I said I just need to keep that on the down low, because that's, so that's what I did. And as far as doing this right here, nobody can really say anything because I'm not moving. The truck is stopped. I'm on my 30-minute break. So I'm on my time right now. So, it's all good. You just got to use common sense, or, just do the best you can. But yeah, it's been a rough month, man. It's kind of been up and down, but I would much rather deal with a blown tire than some BS out of that office back at the office. I don't have mouth will travel. Yeah, so yeah, it's been something, man. So there's no telling, man. So yeah, I'm just glad I made it here, and get ready to head back. I'll call this in when I start heading this way tomorrow, and Google the address here. I've done it a couple times before, but it's been a while, but it won't be no big deal. I just call them, give them the address, give them the trailer number, the tire size, what location the tire's on, and they'll send a guy out here and they'll change it, So when I get here, that'll already be done, and I can just go ahead and switch out and go ahead and leave. I don't have to sit here and wait, So the best thing to do was call before the people here leave tomorrow. They probably leave about, I don't know. It depends on the route drivers. Some of them leave about 5, some leave about 6, 7. It just depends. So I'll call probably about, 3 o'clock or something. Probably when I get to work. you know, call and get that taken care of. So, yeah. There's always something, it seems like, sometimes. Yeah, it was weird, man. I got to work, and it was, well, if you see my vlog I did on the way to work, it was gloomy, kind of drizzly rain. It was, you know, I felt real good outside. I got on the road to head down here, and I got out of that and got into the full-blown sunshine, you know. I said, man. And there's a lot of traffic coming in down through here, so maybe this week's spring break. I don't know. A lot of traffic. So that's okay. We'll be going the other way here in a minute. Getting away from this place, man. Can you imagine living here? I wouldn't want to. When I was a kid, I always thought it'd be cool to live here. But then, of course, as you get older, you know, like, I wouldn't want to live here, man. It'd be a fortune to live here, you know. Like I said, I'm new to your channel. Do you do instructional videos? Mr. James Lau says. Mr. James, no, I really don't. I've tried that a couple times. I would like to. I've tried it, but I'm not really good at that. I guess I could try, but it's just, there's so many other people on YouTube you can find that have tabs on the screen that shows you, you know, they're a lot more sophisticated with their videos than I would be, and I would hate to, you know, almost waste somebody's time by when there's so many other channels you can go to learn stuff, you know. If I had the tools, you know, and the time, yeah, that would be fun, but no, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Yeah, it's just you really have to have a lot of time and dedication to do something like that, which I don't. I have the dedication, I just don't have the time, you know. So especially working a job like this, you know, it's hard to have much time to do anything, you know. You get home, you know, I get home, I'm beat, you know. I'm driving 550, sometimes almost 600 miles a night, you know. Get home and get settled in, try to see my wife for a little bit, and I'm give out, man. You know. And then because I have to drive an hour to work, and then turn around, do this all day and all through the night, and then drive an hour home. So it can be tedious, man. So yeah, there's a lot of people that do instructional videos, man, that are really, really good. They really have some nice videos, man. And actually, I tell you what, Mr. James, I tell you who to look at. And I think this guy's name is Carl Brown, and I think his channel name is 365guitars.com. I think his YouTube name, I think, is called 365 Guitars. And I've actually looked at his stuff a lot. I mean, he breaks stuff down step by step, doing different songs. And I've actually, you know how it is when you play a song, or you played a song a long time ago, and you want to revisit that song. You're like, how does that song go, man? I can't remember, you know, or was I even playing it right to begin with? So I'll look at, like, Carl Brown 365 Guitar 365 or 365 Guitar or something. Just type in Carl Brown and YouTube, and I'm subscribed to his channel. He's got bukus of subscribers, man. I think it's like almost 400,000. So that tells you right there, he's doing something right. And he seems like a really nice guy too. And he does a lot of it. That's what he does, instructional guitar videos, and they're really good. He's got like 3 different camera angles at one time going, so you can look at his hands and look at his pick, you know, what he's doing with his picking hand, and he's really good, man. He's really good. He doesn't come across as a with a chip on his shoulder, you know what I mean? He doesn't come across like that at all. He seems pretty laid back. Carl Brown, he's really good, man. Really good. And there's a bunch of other ones out there. There's what's that one guy, Marty Schwartz on YouTube. I've been watching him from time to time for a while. He has a lot of instructional videos too, and anything from beginner to intermediate to, you know, whatever. And I've seen a couple of videos of him playing, I guess with his band or something. He's an awesome guitar player, man. He really is, really is. So there's a couple you could check out if you like, you know. Those guys are really good. And so yeah, and I have a couple of buddies of mine that's watched a couple of my guitar related videos, the cover songs, you know. I'll do a video of a song or whatever, or try to, and a buddy of mine will call me and say, hey man, I learned how to play that song just by looking at your hands, the chords you were doing on the thing. James says, understand, I think you're good. Thank you, James, man, that's really nice. Hey, Center. Oh man, it faded out, Center. I couldn't see what that last comment was. Thank you, James. Thank you, man. Appreciate that very much, man. That's just, you know, man, there's so many guitar players on YouTube that are just, okay, I have stacked the chips on my shoulders for years, Center says. Center, you crazy. But yeah, man, there's so many guitar players on YouTube that's just phenomenal. And a lot of them are young, you know, in their early 20s. And there was one guy I've been started watching recently. I can't remember his name. Oh man, I can't remember his name. He seems like a laid back. He looks like he's in his early 20s. He's got blonde hair like down to here. And he plays like a lot of kind of, you know, shredding stuff or whatever. I'm just an average classic rock player, man. That's pretty much. Robert Baker, Center, thank you very much. That's him, Robert Baker. He is phenomenal, and I like to watch him. Robert Baker on YouTube. If you like that kind of thing, he is awesome, man. And he seems like a great guy, Center. He does. He seems like a great guy, and man, he can play. Golly. So yeah, there's like guys like him, you know, they make it look so effortless when they play, you know. It's just like, good God. I try to do something and I struggle my ass off, you know. I'm like, how are they doing that, you know? You know, some people got it, some people don't. And I'm usually one of the ones that don't, you know. I just do a couple little licks here and there and just, you know. But see, the good thing is about playing guitar, there's always more than one way to play something, and I love that. There's really no rule book. Well, Joe, all you have to do it, practice 8 hours a day. Center says, just practice 8 hours a day, man. That's all you got to do. Yeah. Man, can you imagine practicing for 8 hours a day? I play for like 3 or 4 hours, and my fingertips are sore, you know. But I forgot what I was going to say. But oh yeah. Some people got it, some people don't. And there's more than one way to play something on guitar, and which is good because there's really no rule book. There's no set rules, you know. Like when I watch some guys play on the instructional videos, you know, and I understand where these guys are coming from. I really do, and I mean no disrespect whatsoever. But they show you how the solo is note for note. And if you're in a tribute band, you know, or something like that, yeah, you need to learn it note for note. But if you're just like doing top 40 or whatever, you don't have to play it note for note. And not in my opinion, you don't. Just get some of the key notes in there and kind of where it's kind of in the ballpark, and people will recognize it, you know. I mean, if you're in a competition, or that's one thing. If you're in a tribute band, yeah. But I just, you know, I just do the best I can, you know. It's sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't, and I just like to have fun, man. That's the whole point of playing guitar, you know. When I first started in '86, you know, I said, man, I want to learn how to play. I want to try to play like Eddie Van Halen. Well, that turned out to be pretty much impossible for me, you know. And it took a long time over the years for me to realize, time's up, my wife says. Yep, I got a couple of minutes and I got to go. It took me a long time to realize that you don't have to be Eddie Van Halen or Yngwie, or, you know. And if you can do that stuff, that's awesome. My hat's off to you, man. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to be a copycat. Be yourself. You know, take little things from everybody and kind of incorporate it in what you like to do, if you can. You know, that's what I try to do. Sometimes I'm successful at that, sometimes I'm not. You know, but anyway, okay. Let's get ready to get out of here. Get this computer back on duty. Yep, get back on duty here. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me for this 26 minutes. I appreciate it. And like James is, if you're new to this channel, I welcome you. Thank you. I would hope you subscribe. And I hope to see you again. And so I'm going to get off here and head on out of here. Thanks, Rick Smith. Y'all take care. Thank y'all for chatting with me. Appreciate it. Help this 30 minutes go by quick. Okay, let's go and hope and pray nothing happens on the way back, because I need to get out of here. Get down the road. See you guys. Take care. God bless y'all. Love you guys. Bye-bye.